Like any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot! Hot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Fielded at the 33. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Detroit! Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. On 2nd down, Johnson running right through it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Set. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On third down, Rosen. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
Right, now,
keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Detroit! Detroit! Over, over! Over, over!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Dancing to his left. Lets it go for Nelson. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Rosen back into his end zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parsons. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Rosen here down around his own goal line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Here's Rosen to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And able to find Kirk complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. They go play action here on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's King. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Over.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Detroit! 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 Over!
Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Gun!
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They go play action. It's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Watching that, Barney, Barney.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Oh, that wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
No, check, Patriot! Gun! Watching now, Barney!
On first down, it's Rosen. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone. Over.
Rosen will throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Hot!
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the comebacker. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now again, this is Abdullah. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Abdullah. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's King. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, left side. This is Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And they'll run it here. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Hot! Detroit!
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot! Over!
And now it's Rosen looking. And this one is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Arizona, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they